Hoosier Barber Talk. Hoosier Barber Talk family.
Barber Kaine's faded shop.
Hoosier Barber Talk family. We're back. Episode 10. Just the boys this time.
Been a long road so far.
Yeah. I feel like it's been a while since we got in the stew. You've been having stuff going on.
Say that again.
So it's been a while since we've been in the stew. Isn't that what I said?
Yeah, it just felt right. I like the way you said it.
Yeah, it's been a minute. Jack's been over in
Thailand,
New York and
Tell us how that's
Thailand
been.
and
I moved to New York
bowling.
City.
Yeah, he moved to New York City. Good job.
Bro,
You made it.
I definitely didn't make it, but I'm grateful. I wanted to start the episode by saying thank you to the people that tune in and to you guys, because ultimately it ain't possible without this. I mean, without the two of you. I wanted to talk Indiana basketball my entire life, and I get here, and I know he's making faces at me, but this crew is perfect, and I'm grateful for both of you. So that's how I wanted to start this thing. And episode 10, it's just the beginning, baby.
Yeah.
It's just the beginning.
About to round up the first season. It's been great.
Yeah.
And it's true. We love everyone that watches. It's been a pleasure, and it's going to keep growing. We have a lot of news. We have a lot of, announcements and stuff to make, stuff in the works. Yeah, big things.
cool to see the way that it's grown. You know, we talked about this at the very beginning and just kind of had a vision for it, and to be able to see the way that, and this is something that's happened a lot for me, you know what I'm saying, the last couple of years, but just understanding how powerful it is to do the things that you're thinking.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you can think it, you can write it down, it can become something like tangible and touchable.
Yeah.
And
creating.
This is a perfect example. I think that we're on our way to creating something here that will experience like a magnificent amount of growth and become like a
relevant.
great platform here in Bloomington
100%.
and Indiana for sure.
Yeah, I agree. I think we have a big road ahead, and we're just getting started. Season 2, you know, I think most people who've watched every episode know like we weren't really like the greatest pod. I mean, I guess maybe Jack was better than us, maybe, but like the first episodes were like bad.
No,
You know
I
what
was
mean?
actually going to ask you that, and even you, Kane, both of you can chime in on this, because I've been doing a podcast for maybe a year or two, but like myself, I've never done the interview kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
And so this was my first time doing it. But for you guys, like, how did you, looking back at the first season, what do you take away from your podcasting first experience like this?
You want me to go first? I mean, it's fun. It's a lot of stuff that, you know, I think Kane and I both kind of do on a normal. You probably do it as well.
Dude, we were sitting at dinner remember the first time we had dinner? Where was that?
Uptown.
At Uptown. And you said it after. I wish we just put mics in front of our faces for that entire conversation.
Yeah.
And that was when we knew it was like, this is a real piece of content that needs to be shared and can just grow and grow.
Yeah.
So
like I was saying before you interrupted me.
my bad, bro.
That
So
was
I
the
like
first time. That was the first
He's
time
literally
that
the
we
Michael
had-
Jordan of college basketball. All right, sorry, my bad.
That was literally the first time that I think all three of us had ever really sat down and had an extended conversation.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right before our first podcast, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Right?
It's
I think
crazy.
it was. Yeah, we went to dinner and we came over here and
And
did the first pod. And we didn't even release the first actual like shot of the podcast because it was so bad.
I think we got a clip out of it.
We
though.
think we did.
We
Yeah.
had a couple of reels out of
Yeah.
it, but
good one.
it's just cool to see where it comes from 1 to 10, and now from hopefully 10 to 100. You know.
Yeah. I think we still have a long road to go in terms of just keeping it fresh is going to be a real challenge too. Like once we get into like season 4, past season 3, it's like staying on the pulse and keeping people in that are interesting and engaging and relevant. You know, it's a small town. It really is. It's a big town, but it's a small town. There aren't really that many people who are relevant, interesting, and, you know, have some sort of like following, you know, you could probably count them on your hands.
Who are some like guests that you guys just off the top of the dome right now dream guests for following seasons?
Like
and the
Bloomington?
comments can let us know too. You're welcome to hit us up and be like, hey, we want Yogi Ferrell on the pod. You know, we do too, but
Like,
give us the suggestions. Who would you want?
like
on the
Bloomington people or
Cuban for
overall?
sure.
pod? Just a dream guest on the Hoosier Barber Talk.
I mean, I'd love to have Pat Knight. That would be nuts. Someone in the Knight family would be fantastic.
Yeah.
My man Seawat.
Seawat.
Get Seawat on. You know, the man himself. He was at the shop a couple days ago. Cheney would be awesome. And, you know, Woody. You know, any of the real legends that are in town right now. That would be like next level for me. Yeah.
What would you ask them? Like, what would you ask Mike Woodson?
I would ask him about Knight for sure, and what it was like being on, like, you know, 81 championship team, like 81, 76, 81,
76, 81.
Was it 70? Was he on the 76 team or the 81 team? Now I look like an idiot. I didn't. I'm a fraud.
Bro, no ball.
I'm a fraud. I'm a fake. I think it's 81. I know it's 81 actually. I have a picture. I have a T-shirt of Woodson, the 81 champion. But like what it was like to be on those teams, just carrying that much momentum on a program that, you know, before 75, 76 really wasn't relevant since, you know, when people were shooting the ball like this.
Yeah, we wouldn't be able to know like what it was like. I didn't watch it. None of us we have YouTube videos. That's about it. So for someone, yeah, exactly. For someone to just tell us and how they experienced it and what it was like and the details, it gives us a greater appreciation. And I sure need to hear something.
Yeah.
Like I need Mike Woodson to talk to me for an hour and tell me about all the greatness that was within the Indiana basketball program, because what I've witnessed, I mean, I love what I've witnessed, but it's definitely not what the old heads have witnessed, you know?
I mean, that period in time was like the creation of, I mean, it's
basketball.
It's the only reason why IU basketball is so relevant even to this day.
Sought after almost.
Yeah, like without that time in the program, Indiana University basketball would be nothing. It'd be like Purdue. We'd be looking for frickin' Alaskans. We'd be looking for 7'4" Alaskans to come play for us.
Gotta fly planes and shit, bro.
I don't know. Who do you want on, Kane? Like, end goal. You say Cuban?
Cuban would be dope.
Cuban would be dope. Obviously, you know what I'm saying, anybody athletic-wise, but I think just expanding as far as, like, hometown Hoosiers, like, people that are here in Bloomington, you know what I'm saying? I think that there's a lot of business owners within town that would draw their own crowd, open up kind of the viewers that we do have, and they would really I just got to meet guy Jeff Meese the other day.
Yeah.
Learned so much just in a small bit of a conversation with him. I think he would be an awesome guy to get on.
Yeah.
What's his name? Owns Village Deli, Bob Costello.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think Costello would be an awesome dude to get on. And those are both like older guys here in Bloomington that, you know what I mean? Like they just carry a little bit of weight with their name. You know 100%. What I mean? I think that just being able to have a conversation with them about some of the things that they've seen, because they've been here since, forever. You know what I mean? 81, whenever Woodson was here playing. They got to watch all of that. I think that, you know, Dane Fife would be an awesome one to get on, just because of the way that he got to experience, you know, growing up here, playing here. And then also I think that regardless of, you know what I mean, opinions, Izzo's a crazy awesome coach.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So getting to kind of pick his brain about Izzo, now he commentates for Big Ten for Michigan State games.
Yeah.
So I think he would be awesome to get on.
Yeah.
You know, depending on how
listen,
TJD.
I think Trey Galloway in this moment, and we can talk about the game if we want to, but what I witnessed today, being in Assembly Hall, although we lost, it was one of the more beautiful.
It was a good loss.
It was the most beautiful loss I've ever seen, and to be
Don't
completely
take it too far. I mean, we blew a 13-point lead.
100% bad calls made, but to witness Trey Galloway do what he did today.
Take over Trey.
That was Indiana basketball. When we talk about Bobby Knight, we always like to say Indiana basketball is Bobby Knight. Bobby Knight is Indiana basketball. I could sit here and say the same thing about Trey Galloway being Indiana basketball. He's just kind
of a poster child in a sense. Yeah, I mean, he had a fantastic game, and I mean, he's he's not a dominant player, but when he drives,
I think today
nuts.
he showed that he could be a dominant player. Yeah. I don't think that up to this point he's really had to step into that role for the team.
Yes.
I think that every time we've seen him come out, as like last year, the year before, it was coming in as that sixth man.
Yeah, support player.
So much hustle, so much drive, but always been able to take it to the basket and make something happen.
Yeah.
Now that he's actually the role player, now that he's actually doing what it is,
and getting the rock.
He is the person that's making these things happen. Whether it be some of these passes going off, people are feeding off of his leadership, not his energy anymore. Obviously, his energy is still hustle, hustle, hustle. But I think that he's taking more shots. He's taking more attempts to the basket because he has to.
He's the best guard we have right now.
But being able to understand that and play that role is a little different than coming in and just trying to be a hustle player to hype everybody else up.
I just think he's a prime example. That's kind of what I was trying to say earlier. He might not be the greatest. He might not be the best or the most talented. This is why I love Tom Brady. You know, at the end of the day, Trey Galloway is a example for kids to just understand. If you progress and find ways to pick the little things to just get better at year after year. This kid, Trey Galloway, has literally gotten better every single year. The first time I watched him, I don't even know what I was saying about him. But now I'm sitting here and I'm like, he's brilliant, and he's put the team in a different situation that we would ever think they would be in. Like, we lost some guys this year, and yet Trey Galloway continues what we had last year, brings it to this year's squad, and we implement a more confident Malik Renew.
He's a veteran player now.
Yeah,
you know, he is. I mean, he's been here for 4 years.
I love seeing whenever McKenzie gets.
McKenzie had a day, man.
He did.
I had chills. There was a 3 McKenzie hit in the first half.
He just.
I stood up and I went like this.
He got the rebound and just walked straight down and hit it.
Yeah, it was greatness. It was greatness.
He's good.
That's all I could say in that moment when I witnessed that. He might be a freshman. He might have had a slow start. But when you give this kid the ball, special things are going to happen. Yeah. And I witnessed greatness from Mackenzie Mbako
multiple times today.
Yes. He's a
developing.
baller.
Yeah. I think we have a good squad. I mean,
and it's also one of those things I've kind of witnessed. You think about it, we had Taven on not that long ago, and he said that there's guys out here that are making like false scholarships so that they can get better scholarships in other places, right? So ideally, I know I'm playing Harvard. I know, you know what I mean? They have a good pro or whatever. I'm not about to go out here and bust my ass against this team and potentially hurt myself so that we can get a dub. Yeah. Now, when I know that we're on the network, when I know this is going to be one of the most watched games in the country, I'm about to show my ass a little bit.
That's some LeBron shit right
I'm about to step out. I'm taking more. I'm taking more shots today. You know what I'm saying?
And it's a bigger game. We're playing the number 2 team in the nation.
Just understanding that. You know what I mean?
He embraces the bigger platform.
This is my moment right here.
I got you.
If I want to get seen, this is a moment. I have a better time and moment to get seen right now than I would playing against Harvard.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if that's something we want, and we don't know if he did that. Honestly, he might just be the type of player to rise to the occasion.
But as an NBA player, one thing that I know that they said about Jalen drafting him to the Lakers is he learned how to be an NBA player at a young age.
Yes.
Right? Now, one thing that I noticed today when I watched the Lakers play the Spurs, AD didn't play today. He sat his ass on the bench.
Is that good?
He didn't dress. I mean, I'm not saying it's good, but they're playing X amount of games. It doesn't matter as long as we make it to the
Are you saying that it's being influenced at a younger level now, and it's not just the load management of the NBA, but now it's becoming college basketball players are doing it?
Hey, I'm in college. I'm a college coach, and I just watch these guys give you X amount of money to come here and play, whether it be NIL, college scholarship, whatever it is. I'm going to take care of you right now. You're not getting injured. You know what I'm saying? And if you do...
You think that's a weak mentality for today's generation?
Yes. For college basketball, that's so stupid. College basketball is where people are supposed to play hard every single game.
Everywhere. I mean, you
haven't made it, and these kids think they've made it. Hunter Dickinson think he's made it, and he hasn't. He's a college basketball player.
Not just to college basketball. He's been in college basketball for how long?
It translates
5 years?
everywhere. How many quarterbacks going into the NFL have taken a hit?
Yes.
Realistically.
A lot, every single one of them.
All of them.
Getting hit?
What's your question?
Football?
Yeah.
Like how many quarterbacks have realistically been hit hard, have been sacked and thrown on their head like Toa did?
A lot of them.
You realistically think that? I mean,
Yes.
and
Not
this is
like-
It
coming from
happens
somebody
all the
that-
time in football.
I hear what you're saying in games, yes, but do you coming into D1? How many kids are like Andre Carter getting through in high school and sacking these kids, slamming them, injuring them? Like, I know in high school all the way up until you get through college into the NFL, even into the NFL, the quarterbacks wear red jerseys in practice, and you're not. When you get to them, you touch them, you don't tackle them.
In practice.
100%. So how many times are these guys taking hard hits as quarterbacks?
But what's
how good your line is?
I don't even
don't
know.
know.
What's the point? What's the
He's talking about
argument?
preserving
The correlation,
careers.
yeah.
preserving careers.
Are we softer now?
And
yes,
is it a
I think
good
back
thing?
in the day,
It's not.
quarterbacks used to be able to take hits.
Yes.
You know
still
what I'm saying?
can take hits. It's just different. They're more protected by all the
They
rules
want to
now.
say they're smarter nowadays by
Protected
doing
by
what they're
everything.
Yeah, by the rules, by referees. That's basically it in terms of the NFL, right? In terms of the changing, like, hit. I hate that. I think that shit is stupid where they're like, oh, he hit him too hard, and now people are getting flags for hitting people under the shoulder.
Yeah, you know who
Like-
said that? Tom Brady. No,
What?
he said that the NFL is mediocre right now. Like the players in the NFL and the rules
I don't mean
because
more,
of that.
Yeah, like
No,
but
you're
the
bringing up like
reality is-
the
I'm not
roughing the
bringing up
passer.
Tom Brady, all right?
No, but you're bringing up the rules in the NFL.
Yeah,
kind of
where,
thing.
and
It's the
even
same argument.
like past quarterbacks, like people are getting flagged for like, I don't know. Football is a violent sport. It's like if you're in a
Yes.
gladiator fight, right? And then you get a flag, you get a penalty for slicing down too hard. It's like, bro, these guys are trying to kill each other. That's what they do. This is what football is. From the moment you're put into football, no matter where, at least in Indianapolis, the culture is crazy as fuck. They want you to pop people. They want, you're 10 years old out there, they want you to go pop that other 10-year-old in the head. And they do that all the way up until professional. It's the entire culture is hitting people hard. It's fucking football. It's the most violent sport other than like mixed martial arts in the entire world. And to think that you can regulate a sport like that and make it safe is ridiculous.
You're putting yourself in jeopardy, and
100%.
they've always understood that. That's sports. That's life.
Agreed.
But they're trying to protect those investments.
Yes.
They're trying to protect the image and likeness of these people who make them money, right? Include like especially quarterbacks.
I just don't. Back to kind of the McKenzie argument.
Yeah.
I don't want college basketball players because they're getting X amount of NIL and because they're the X amount of followers. All of a sudden, they think, Caleb Williams right now.
But that's not happening, though. I
It
don't
is.
think that's happening. I don't think that's happening. That people are LeBroning, that 18-year-olds and 19-year-olds are
They're not,
LeBroning
but they're
and
not.
not going as hard again. I mean, I get it if it's not a competitive game,
They're not, but
right?
that's
You-
what we
you
were
sit
talking
your
about.
starters, but Harvard was not a cakewalk. We could have easily lost that game. You know what I mean? Like, in reality, we played a lot of close games with, like, programs that we would perceive to be worse and are worse and still played close games with them. It wasn't a gimme. You know what I mean? It's like people still had to go out there and, like, play and, get a lead. And it's not like, just a cakewalk every single time. That's the beauty of college basketball, right? Is because every single team, especially when you're a team like Indiana, every single team is going, we're going to take their heads, right? We're ranked fucking 800th in the nation, and we're going to go out and bust Indiana's ass tonight. So it's the same thing with what the soccer guys are saying. Every single team is bringing their A game and trying to beat us. It's not, it's not the NBA where, well, fuck, we're the Timberwolves or whoever is ass right now, and we're about to play the Bucks. We're not going to play them, man. They're going to bust our ass. We're going to sit our starters.
The Timberwolves have the best record in the NBA right now.
Do they really? I don't care about the NBA.
That's funny. I
don't give a fuck about the NBA.
was
When I paid attention or played 2K, the Timberwolves are butt.
No, they are ass. Like, they're the Minnesota Timberwolves. 1,000%. I agree with what you're trying
like,
to say.
where even is Minnesota?
Up.
Kane moment. It does get cold in Minnesota. But I know what you're saying. But I don't think
No,
any
I was
of
just
our,
trying to ask you.
yeah,
like,
I don't think any of our
I don't agree
players.
with
I don't think Woodson is doing this either. I mean, I don't think that there's anything remotely close to like benching players or like turning down players' effort or minutes in order to preserve, unless they're, in some sort of predicament where it needs to happen in order for them to play in the times where we really need them, aka the tournament.
Yeah.
Which is still up in the air. We need to still win games. I think we're all kind of happy with where we're at. You know what I mean? But we still need to beat a lot of teams in the Big Ten. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
And it's tough. The Big Ten is fucking tough.
Especially once it gets into like the roll of things and everybody really starts getting their motion going.
Yeah. Hopefully we can get experts.
It's January and February where we find out who the real teams are, because you can win these games early on, but respectfully, we need to toughen up our bench and have guys that can come in. Like, I feel like
we're still playing
late in today's game. I felt like we were playing so well, and then we just didn't have a deep enough bench. You just see guys get tired, and that's just kind of the nature of the game. Yeah. I feel like once we get to that 8 to 9 deep, I think we're rolling. Like, I really think we can. Today we compete with the second best team in the country.
I think it also comes with trusting some of these guys more.
100%.
Like, you get down to the last 5 minutes of the game, and in my opinion, Anthony Leal knows your defense better than anybody else on the bench over there. You're at least going to have him in there hustling his ass off to keep the other tired team from being able to do certain things.
I think that's been a question in the media, is why is Leal not getting in late? And I think he should. And 100%, right?
I mean, we don't know. I mean, we don't see the practice. We don't see anything, right? And, it's been good to see him out there. And I think, Woodson has obviously had a strategy with bringing in players, bringing in like our, getting more depth. And remember, starting, an entire second team, like in some of those early games, like I think he definitely has a process, and we might understand it, but I think it'll all make sense in the end, whether that's putting in certain people and taking them out or whatever. I think trust the process.
Is it almost like you're waiting for the right moment to have your Anthony Leal story where you put him in kind of late towards the end of the season, and he's the life off of the bench that could turn around something?
Or Gunn or any of those Banks, we still, I think we got
guys.
Talent. Yeah, we have talent, and they've been developing. 1000%. I think CJ Gunn has looked so much better. Yeah. So much better.
He plays defense really hard. We got some dudes that,
and he has confidence.
Gabe, I'm so proud of what Gabe is doing,
He played the whole game today.
He played the whole game, bro.
Literally.
Nobody. We love Gabe. Nobody expected that coming into the season. When people would talk about Gabe Cupps, we knew the hype around him, but we didn't know if he was going to play or not.
Yeah.
This kid has been so reliable. I love X, and to see X injured right now absolutely blows, and we want him back. But for Gabe Cupps to just come in here and play the point guard position the way he has, allow Galloway to succeed off the ball, take a little pressure off of that. Unbelievable.
He's good. No, it's great to see him out there.
When I remember when he was on here and we asked him what his role was.
Just facilitate. He's not a flashy player.
He just makes plays.
Well, and that's the thing. I think one thing that a lot of people can learn from Gabe is he's super in touch with his roots and just who he is as a person. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, he knows where he's from. He knows how he grew up. There's like, he did get a lot of like clout, fame at 100%. So to be able to still love who you are and come on to a podcast anywhere and say,
for the
honestly,
team,
my death row meal would be some of my grandma's biscuits and gravy with a nice glass of chocolate milk.
Yeah.
That's.
It was like, all right, this kid is a legend,
Yeah.
and we want him to be the point guard
Yes.
for the Indiana Hoosiers for the next 4 years.
Yeah. And we need players like that, and that's something that Indiana's always been great at. We've never been the most insane, flashy team with the craziest step back shooters and all this crap. We've always had good team ball, and Gabe is one of those guys that he's consistent.
Fundamental.
He's fundamental, and we need that. We need that badly. You know what I mean? And for him to be getting minutes like this as a freshman is just fantastic. Because if you think he's not going to get better and better, especially scoring, yeah.
That's my biggest thing. I know that Gabe's been lifting like his whole life. Look at the way that Malik changed in 1 year.
That boy was bodying Hunter Dickinson in the post every possible chance he could get today.
Shout out Coach Cliff.
Dude,
Shout out.
I think that I've said this since Malik first got here. You can tell now that he has gotten some muscle on him. He's way more balanced in his length.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
And fouling.
He
He's
has
getting better
way
with the
more-
fouling.
But understand that comes with control and him not having to try so hard to be strong.
Yeah. He can just, yeah.
Now he does have a big body. Now it is just posting up. It's not trying to show you that I'm bigger than you. You know what I mean? Now he actually has
the control.
You know what I mean? And one thing with those long, lanky guys that it takes time and just constant practice is for your brain to be able to tell your hand what to do and then your nervous system move it at the exact same time and it not be slow. Dude.
That's fair, yeah.
You see it all the time with super tall basketball, any sport that it is.
Like Edie?
You know, 100%. It's
Yeah,
like they
damn
move
Trey.
in slow motion. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's not but then you see some guys that have
Like
Kevin
TJD.
Durant. You know what I'm saying? Super tall, lanky guy. Looks like he would probably be super awkward. You know what I'm saying?
He is kind of
Hell of an athlete.
Oh, yeah, he's nuts. Automatic.
Hell of an athlete.
I could probably go out there and play center, you think?
I
got a good hook.
Your jersey. I know we
This was a Trey
we
Galloway
spoke we spoke around the game and everything. But I just want you to kind of
Break down the fit.
hit
Your
back
weak-ass
and
So, I feel like the second I started watching Trey Galloway,
one second.
yeah,
28 points that man had today.
Career high.
He went crazy. The most I think
Clutch three, too.
the most invigorating part of all of it was that clutch three. What he just boop boop. He just barely tossed it to me. He said, "Give me the fuck."
Yeah.
the one where he looked
We
back
need-
at the
we
bench,
need a
or
player
the one
like that.
or the one that cut it
Right
to
toward
2.
the end.
Oh, okay.
Under a minute left.
Yes.
I
Yeah.
mean,
We need a player like that.
Yes.
Every team needs a player like that.
Trey Galloway is the reason why we were in that game today in every which way. Like he
How many
did
points was
the
it?
shots he
in the
made.
end, yes, in the second half, and he still had a hell of a first half too.
He made some big threes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, the fit.
The fit is ass.
No, bro.
Yes.
The second I started watching Trey Galloway, I grew up loving High School Musical and Troy Bolton, and I feel like Trey Galloway is a real life movie character, to be completely honest. And I think most of Bloomington would agree with me. We saw Trey Galloway on the board today or whatever. You see all the teammates, they do whatever interview game it is, and they're showing all the guys, right? And then Galloway comes on last because it was a painting or drawing of Galloway when he was a kid. And I was like, oh my goodness, that's Trey Galloway. It's like the movie star, bro. Like, it's different.
It's because you think you look like him.
No, I don't think I look. I mean, a girl once said that, but
That's crazy.
that's crazy because I don't.
You don't look like Trey Galloway.
you
Don't hype your head up.
I'm not, bro.
Trey Galloway would
Back
never
to the
get-
jersey, bro. It's
if
a
Trey
Troy
Galloway
Bolton.
busted out with this fit, bro, it would be over, bro. It would be over.
It's Troy Bolton, aka Trey Galloway. I had to show my love because that boy was legendary today. That's all I got. Bro, I'm glazing. I'm sorry.
Bro, that shit is ass, dog.
It's not ass, but I understand where you're coming from in terms of like the colors. I respect that disagreement. But
There's no disagreements, bro. It's just straight facts and non-facts.
Ken, what you got for me? I'm trying, bro. I don't know how to dress.
You dress like a fucking 13-year-old.
I know, bro. What do you want me to do? Like,
Hoosier 81 vintage, baby.
you gotta get me some jeans.
You gotta hit
and
up
a white
Dan
shirt.
Solomon. You gotta hit up Dan Solomon.
But I still
Get
think
you
I
right.
would
And
dress.
Sam Law. You gotta hit up Black Road Market, bro. Or something.
I would wear one of those fits, and then the
You gotta-
next night I would put this same shit on,
that
and
what's
I'd be
going-
like, "All right, let's go to the bar, bro."
Bro, you just
He
gotta
hit
put
me
on
up.
some
Yeah,
jeans,
you missed it
bro.
last night. Mellencamp came.
To Bluebird, yeah.
To Bluebird.
Yeah.
Y'all
You were
there?
late.
He had that shit
I
on,
was
bro.
not there.
Did you see it? Were you there?
No.
Oh.
You were at Bluebird last night.
Fuck no. I don't go out, man. I'm on probation.
I was about to
You're
say.
on what?
I'm on pregnancy watch.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
What? My goodness.
Back to this fit, bro. You literally dress like a professional gamer.
Oppression. I'm not gonna say what I was gonna say.
You dress like a freaking C-class streamer.
All right, keep them
Look
coming.
like you
What
dance when you get donations. That
What
type
you
of
got?
streamer.
Trey's used all his roasts up. I need you to go now, my boy. I got nothing for y'all. I got nothing but love, respect, and encouragement.
This shit is just unacceptable.
How is it unacceptable, bro?
Shit is ass.
As in Indy, I'm not from here, bro.
I know.
So I was told.
And we don't know what a
You come
Wildcat
to a
is.
game. All right, it's
Only
the movie,
Wildcats
bro.
we know around here wear blue jerseys.
You're really the ops.
I was just trying to make
You
a
trying to
connection
blend in or
between
something, cuz?
Troy Bolton and Trey Galloway, and y'all.
No, we
just-
respect you for that.
That's cool. And
the
all.
pants and they don't match the colors. I get that. I do. But I was
Listen.
told to wear these for every single Indiana basketball or football event that I ever go to for the rest of my life.
who?
So I'm going to do that. I don't know. It's like the tradition or something. That's what I was told when I got here. I didn't meet you first, so I didn't get your rundown. Right?
These jeans and a t-shirt. And some clean socks.
Trey's always fitted.
That's just some cool shit, bro.
You saying I don't got clean socks on?
No.
I don't know if you have clean socks.
Bro, you got the damn the 6Y to 8 size Nike socks. Them bitches are too tight.
Hey,
They're going to label this on the YouTube. They're going to label it the Jack Roast for this part of it. Just
They
to
do
say-
the automatic labeling.
Yeah,
that's crazy. I posted a video. I looked at one of the videos I posted, and it had automatic labeling. I was like, holy shit, this is crazy.
when you went on your rant.
I have a bunch of rant videos.
Bro, that one had me dead.
Which one?
I don't know, but it was one.
The one
of
I
them.
posted recently?
Yeah, you were just like, all right. So it's just the way you get into your videos. It's something about this man right here. The way he starts something, you're able to bring people in. You're able to catch an eye with words and wisdom.
I try. But I didn't drop that video. It was too sporadic. That's one of the problems with, I think, when I get into that mode of like creating more like philosophical content or like social commentary content, is that I get really sporadic and I'm like just shooting off just anything, like just
Do you cut it
jumping
at all?
around. Huh?
Do you cut it at all?
No, I don't cut it, and I didn't even post it. I just posted the reel to see, just to gauge like people's interest in the topic and kind of the interest in.
You're a
that
good
sort of
speaker.
stuff. Thank you, man. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I definitely I want to be a better speaker, and I don't know. I was thinking about writing like a philosophy book or like writing like a politics book or I don't know, something, or like I don't know. I want to do like a big project in the next semester because I'm taking a step back from Hoosier I1 and finishing out my education. I want to like get a new project that's more intellectual and like kind of carries a little bit more of like serious weight rather than just like creating fit
Feet pics?
feet pics and or like reels of clothes, because it gets tiring, like for someone like me. I feel like, because really, man, like I feel like I'm here for something more than just being like a business owner and whatnot, and being a business owner is a part of my path, but I really do feel like I'm here for something other than
You're
selling
speaking into the
clothes.
mic right now. That's
know
what
what I
you're
mean?
here for, You,
Well,
you're-
and even more than
you're here
even more
because
than
of
something
you.
like this, even more than something like this, something that really kind of reaches people at
Leave
where
something
they need
behind.
it, where they need it, because I feel like right now, especially like
what about a documentary?
I don't know what I'd do the documentary on,
I could shoot it for you.
but I wouldn't make a documentary about myself or anything.
But
like
like,
that.
what if you found like a cool story out there, and you went and just shot it, just
think-
raw?
I mean, it depends on what it would be about. I think what I want to do, or around what I want to do, is like open people's eyes to to what the world is offering to them, and what life in 2023 in America really is, and how to navigate. Because that's what I was talking about in that video was, what do we do? Or if you look around, in my opinion, what I see in the world now in America is, like I said, there's no more wishing that one day people in America are going to wake up and basically, stop buying bullshit and stop feeding into bullshit and giving companies money that they should not be getting money, and, doing these sort of things. Like, so from my perspective, it's like, okay, I know for a fact that like the majority of people in America don't even have, like, let alone the money to boycott certain brands or to do things of that nature. So it's like, well, where do we fit in this world where, like the majority of our country is run by like bullshit and
Like it's already
propaganda, you know what I mean?
established.
Yeah, like how do you fit into that and still be successful and still, be able to bring people in and support people and support your family and follow your dreams. You know what I mean? Like, because right now I feel like the big question that everybody's facing is, do I follow my morality or do I follow money, right? This is college. Everybody's here for a reason. Everybody's here for money, right? And at a certain point, you have 30 million people every 15 years just only following money. And this is the reason why the world is fucked up. That's why money runs the world, because it seems like every single person who I know, who I meet, picks money over their moral sense or their I don't know, security, but yeah, their dream, their aspirations, other people, like things of that nature. It's like, so what do we do? Because right now, like I'm a capitalist. I sell clothes to people, and people who buy clothes in Bloomington don't need more clothes. So even in my own pursuit to be my own man and to follow my path, I still am violating it by taking a part in something that is completely non-essential. And honestly, in an intelligent society would not exist other than for necessity.
So do these thoughts kind of make you take a step back next year and have this different approach to creating something new, basically?
Well, that's the question is, right? If the reality is we can't change people's buying habits and we cannot change the way that Americans think about consuming things and voting and their lives, what do you do? Because I could wage a war against, mindless consumerism and really go out there and say, well, stop doing this, stop buying McDonald's, start exercising, doing all this. I could sit on a fucking street corner for my entire life. And who knows what would happen? But I feel like a lot of people have done that and nothing has changed.
No,
Yeah.
I think in my own world, you know what I'm saying, of consumerism, I think it's like I know that people can go to Great Clips. I know that people can go somewhere else. You know that people can go anywhere else and buy clothes. Yeah. Now, I think me having the same kind of understanding and like idea that like I just want to be here to show you like who you can be, what you can be, and like that you can be your best self.
Yeah.
So knowing that I'm still gonna ask what I feel like I'm worth for my haircuts, as you are asking what you feel like these clothes are worth.
Yeah. Well, it's also a market.
It's a market, but it's also one of those things like I'm giving these people more than just a haircut, and you're giving them more than just clothes. They're coming to Hoosier A1 Vintage because of whatever it is that they've conceived in their mind that they're comfortable giving you their money. You know what I'm saying? And I think that being at that's how you find your way in a world like that.
That's how I make it better.
That's how you find, and there's nothing wrong with understanding the game to be able to play it. You know what I'm saying? Now don't take advantage of it. You know what I'm saying? That's when your moral code and compass is going to come in handy, because I think your business is going to grow based off of your moral compass and code.
100%.
You're going to continue to do right by people, and next thing you know, some motherfucking kid that you've been selling clothes to for a year is going to say, hey, my dad owns Chick-fil-A here in Bloomington. Let's give away some fucking money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so
just keeping consistent and
little things like that, you're going to see
myself,
the fruits of your labor.
The connections. That's one thing that I look back, man, because, it's been 4 years. I look back, and I had freaking 3,500 people in my basement, buying clothes, and I don't even know how many of I really got to talk to. You know what I mean? Like, if you're young and you meet people on a daily basis or have a job that requires talking, and take joy in that and really get to meet people and know people.
Momentary living. Check this out. I'm sorry to cut you off,
you're
but
fine.
this is
tough.
This is a real thing for me, all right? And people, like one of my friends said it to me years ago. People almost want to stop at the gas station when I'm holding the door for them and have a conversation with me just based off of how I open the door and I ask them how their day is going. Like when they walk past me, it's like most of the time somebody will open the door and you'll walk past with your head down. You know what I'm saying? Like I'll open the door and I'll be like, hey, I hope you have a great rest of your day. And like they'll stop for a second. You know what I'm saying? Like they'll think about it. And it's like just a little bit extra will make somebody else feel like totally different than they were. You know what I'm saying?
That's like a big part of the cut too, is like, that's like the most valuable thing someone can get when they go get a haircut, is having like
kindness.
Yeah, and connection, true connection. That's something we're missing out on more than any other generation ever, is true connection and being able to cut through all the bullshit.
Because everything's online.
Yeah. And all we're told is that these people are our enemies, or that they hate us, or that
I don't even know how to talk
like,
to people anymore half the time.
Yeah, most people, they walk past you like this.
Bro, like I'd be sitting next to a cute girl on an airplane and I can't even talk to her, bro, because I don't know how to yet. I'm dead ass with you, bro. This generation got me fucked.
Problem, bro.
Hey, listen. This is Jack. This is Jack on a plane next to a cute girl.
Like the subtle, like mute. It's like I'm creeping my.
No. His backpack's right here in front of him. Okay.
You gotta do. You gotta do something crazy.
Hey, my name's Jack.
He said, "Bring him on the podcast."
This is me. This is me on a plane next to a cute girl. You know, vintage IU clothes.
It's so true,
You
though.
like
I be
vintage
sitting on
IU
the-
clothes?
No. When we were in New York, bro. When we were in New York, we hopped
yeah, she was
on a
beautiful.
bus, bro. We hopped on a bus, and immediately, bro, we sit down. And it's, like, everyone's miserable. Everyone got these sad faces.
It's
in New
New
York
York.
City. It's New York. Everyone working hard, but he looks at the girl across from him, and he goes, "You mind me? Like, what do you do?" Or something like.
No,
take
she was
it
like
through
looking
bro.
at me. She was like, we were goofing and having a good time, you know, just whatever. And I forgot what it was.
I learned.
I just
in
said,
that
"Hey,
moment.
how are you
Yeah.
doing?" You know what I mean? Which is weird in New York.
It is, but
It's weird.
I was like, wow, like that is something that this society doesn't do that much anymore.
That's how I've made all my success. I owe one of my big successes in Hoosier A1 to literally, it was at Lotus Festival, seeing someone and being like, "Hey, how's it going?" And it turned out to be probably the most important connection I've ever made in business ever. Because
you don't know.
my now mentor and friend was just rolling up on a bike, and I was like, "Hey, how's it going?" And we talked forever, and I got his number, and we talked, and he became like my mentor and told me a lot of things about business, and he completely helped me in a crazy way. And all it started with was me just talking to a stranger. That's why being from Indiana is OP. Fuck
Oh,
Connecticut.
what you saying about that?
Connecticut's ass.
But
They won't talk
you
to
even
you-
go to New York City, and it allows you to really see a different world, right? And like, what were
Yeah.
your thoughts? I'm curious. You, as a born and raised Indiana, you get to New York City. What are your immediate thoughts? Like,
I don't think it's a kind place to
Hey,
live, and I would
listen,
never.
listen.
No offense.
That's
know
no,
you
I
can't-
know.
you can't-
It
I know
takes
you
a
can't-
1% to
that.
live there.
You can't ask Trey that. That was that. He's been there so many times. That was my first time going there, and being from Indiana my whole life, I've traveled L.A., I traveled Florida, I've been literally every state in between. I'd even been to Niagara Falls, but never New York City. You know what I'm saying?
How'd you feel about it?
You couldn't see the sun.
Yeah. It's
During
quiet.
during the day, I can't recall a time that I was ever in a point of being able to see the sun because of where the buildings were at.
Yes.
I knew the sun was up, obviously, but there was never a point. I would have to go somewhere to be able to watch the sunrise or the sunset,
Yeah.
or it'd have to be high as fuck up in one of these buildings.
Yeah, it's scary.
You know what I'm saying? But realistically, like, I didn't look very many people in their eyes as I walked past them.
It's not.
You know
It's
what I'm
not
saying?
efficient.
Like, even when I was sitting in a restaurant eating, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Bro, we were getting abused at the restaurants.
Dude,
They were
because
it was
you don't
terrible.
know how to dress.
What are you talking about, dude? I was wearing some cool shit.
No.
This motherfucker pulled up to a damn 5-star restaurant and these bitches.
But I completely.
They thought you were a
understand.
player on the team.
Bro. I mean, I was at Madison Square Garden trying to get interviews with people, as they're walking into the game. Everyone's in a rush. They're all running.
Yeah.
I understand
New
that.
York, baby.
But you just have to
It's
you
the
have to
rat race.
embrace it, in my opinion. I went into going to move there and with the most positive mindset, and that's the only way you can look at it, because if you feel negative about New York City, then it's only downhill.
Well, you can
And-
be realistic,
Bro,
right?
but talk about the sun for a second. The place I'm living at, yes, you're like jam-packed city, this small place. You step outside, and I looked at my map. I looked at my phone, and I said, let me walk to water. So I walked down the street, and I walked until I found water, or I saw like a lake or a river or something. And next thing you know, you find a pretty view with all these buildings and the sun and this beautiful river. New York City is a beautiful place.
100%.
You just have to simply embrace the grayness of it sometimes.
and plug your nose.
No, dead
Oh my god!
all smells like shit.
Was it my
No,
farting?
You know why?
No.
You know why it smells like shit? Because they got 8 million people in that motherfucker shitting every day.
No, listen.
At every point,
I've
there's a
never
million
been
people
to a
shitting in New
place
York
in my
City.
entire life. Never in my entire life have I been to a place that everywhere that you went, if you took a whiff, it smelled like just fresh urine.
You
I
never
need
been
a
to my old
positive.
house.
Like one of the most dehydrated motherfuckers in the world just pissed on this pole next to me. You know what I'm saying? Like
They got some issues.
everywhere. I
Lemonade
remember-
everywhere, my boy.
Listen, the last day that we were there, I was walking to grab the car, and I remember it was like a 20-30 minute walk. So I'm walking like.
Oh, you were mad.
No, bro, I got my headphones in. It was low key such a nice like peaceful walk. I'm cruising. And it's like every corner I got to, I was like looking for like
Someone peeing.
somebody that was homeless or something. And that's one thing. Like I thought that there were gonna be so many more homeless.
Well, we weren't in an area. We were in Midtown. They don't allow homeless people in Midtown. And if they do,
They find their way.
yeah,
They have their spots.
Yeah, they have their spots. There are places where there are a lot more homeless people than there are not.
Hey.
I need a positive from both of y'all about New York City. Like
It
your
was
experience.
beautiful.
Central Park is really nice.
I've never seen.
But I don't like Midtown either.
I've never seen like buildings that were just so close but so high. You know, you can.
It's a huge city. It's gigantic.
You're laughing and shit, but you grew up there and shit.
Someone clip that. That was
But
the
it's
greatest
like,
statement
dog,
ever.
I'm from Indiana. You know what I'm saying? I've been to Chicago. I've been to
crazy.
Denver. I've been to LA.
There ain't nothing like it.
Yeah, LA
LA
nothing
is
like
huge, bro.
LA
But
is-
there's
yeah.
no buildings
New
that
York
stand
City,
that tall.
New York City
I've been to
is
Vegas.
this. It's small. Like
Yeah.
There-
you go out
every-
west and there's shit
It's like,
everywhere.
Yeah, it's a 200 circle.
There's
200 mile
8
circle.
million people in a very small square footage.
Correct.
Yeah.
Very, very small. Plus, they're all working. It's like when I started looking, and I'm like, damn, like each one of those floors is probably a different business for what cubicles on cubicles, probably selling anything and everything they fuck. But it's every single building.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It blew my mind to know that there were that many people that were just
There.
there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? On
8
a
million.
day-to-day basis.
It just offers different values than like a place like Bloomington, and both are like beautiful in their own way. Like
There's just more people.
could you do what you've done in Bloomington in New York City? You probably could go to New York City and do it because you're a grinder. And I think greatness, no matter where you are, you're gonna succeed.
Now, see, that's where I was even thinking about it, and I think I had the conversation with you guys out there, dude. Out there, I wouldn't even want to do this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
What would you want
Like-
to do?
Like some solo studio shit. Like out there, it's the type of shit like.
Yeah, in your crib.
Well, not even that. Like in my crib more than likely, but it would be like designed like a business. You know what I'm saying? So you would come in and it would be like
a suite.
a suite. You know what I'm saying? Where it'd be like a barber shop, and then you would go upstairs to where my condo is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But like,
You wouldn't want to get a location there. It's
no, way too expensive. I wouldn't
I
want to
think
have
it's
a
a great
bunch of
place.
barbers in there. I think that realistically, the clientele that I would want to be. I would want people that would want to be like low key, to themselves, reserved, willing to
Yeah.
pay a bag for a haircut.
good cut.
You know what I'm saying? For a quality, good time cut. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And with your magnetic energy, I think you would.
100%. I would know what I was looking for, so I would know what I was trying to attract, and I would avoid anything other than.
Yeah.
I've been to so many places across the country, and I've talked to so many people. Do you know how many of those people I've talked to more than once?
No.
Less
Probably
than
not a lot
10%
of
of
them.
them.
For sure.
You know,
way
so-
less than that.
Okay, so understand, it's like one of those things, like especially going out, like I've learned to, and it's helped me so much with being able to meet new people, getting them into my chair, knowing how to bring up conversation. It's finding random people, bringing up compliments that I like their shirt, whatever it is, like asking questions about whatever.
Yeah, being
trying to bring
interested
up
in them.
conversation with anybody and everybody that I can. You know what I mean?
100%. That's part of what it takes, especially in a place like Bloomington where word of mouth really does matter.
Dude.
You know, this is the real world. You know what I mean? Like this is old timey shit.
I've had barbers in the past. I only have one barber now, but in the past that have cut me that respectfully they don't say a word the entire time. You know, like, and
Yeah.
how do you feel about something like that? And I know you're completely
Probably your fault.
It's all
Maybe
so
it is. Maybe
it's all a people thing. You know what I'm saying? And you can read energies whenever somebody like some people come in and that they like. I can't say that I get very many people that come in and don't want to talk. You know what I'm saying? Majority of the people that book with me know me and they want that interaction with me. Now, there are a few people that knew whatever the case may be, come in and
They just want to cut.
they just want to cut. You know what I'm saying? That or they just want to kind of take in the energy. As a matter of fact, one of the football coaches,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how to pronounce his last name. He was one of the defensive. He was the defensive coordinator. Every single time he would come in, that everybody called him Coach G. Every single time he'd come in just like this. He'd sit in the chair. He'd go, "What's up, bub?" And he'd sit there.
Yeah, and you just. Yeah.
And I'm talking about just scroll his phone.
Yeah, just get a.
I'd finish up. He'd be like,
You look like a football coach right now.
"Hey," he'd be like, "I appreciate you."
and then go. Yeah.
And then look, we'd go straight to the bowl. I'd give him a hot towel, and he wouldn't say shit else to nobody else. He'd walk right out the door and shoot me an Apple Pay later.
just a serious, just
Hey,
some people are like
impression.
that. They bing, 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 bing. You know what I mean?
No, it was. There's definitely people like that, but it's always funny when they do come in, because you can tell like the rest of the shop will get tense. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody
going
will
on?
not like tense, like it'll cause in it,
Kaine's not saying shit.
but everybody's like almost losing their conversation.
Yeah,
like,
because
in
everyone's
the
like,
fact that nobody's over there talking, they're like, damn, bro's over there locked in.
that's how I'm like in the chair. Everybody stops and just watches.
So speaking of one of the football coaches, this is a hot topic right now. What do we feel and think about Signetti? What do we think about that?
Dude, we're gonna be so good next year, bro. Get the fuck out of here.
Hey,
Sorry.
I'm keeping that receipt.
Sorry, guys. Sorry.
realistically,
we love the football players.
I
We're
don't
making
think
a bowl game next year.
I don't think that it's going to happen in a year. I don't think that it's going to happen in a year that we're going to be super great or anything. But I do think that with the right mentality, the right motherfucking, we can get out there and get some shit done.
But what? We need to rebuild our program.
Yes.
We
What do you
need
think
to
we're doing?
rebuild our
What do
program.
you think we're doing?
Long term, I think the NIL money is going to start to hit. Donovan's staying. I'm not saying we're going to be ass. We'll definitely be better than we were this year.
We have to be nice, bro. We're playing Washington next year. We're playing we
Dude,
are a Big Ten school.
We're playing UCLA
or else
next
we're gonna
year.
get kicked out. Or else
Are
we'll
we getting kicked out?
I don't know if you can just kick out
They're
a
gonna
team for
relegate us?
football, but respectfully, the Big
Right.
Ten in
Would that
football.
not be crazy?
If we got relegated to what?
Nah,
The small 12? The small
we bring
10?
too much money, bro.
No, 100%.
Yeah. We're not getting kicked out of anything.
But what
I
you're
think
saying
we
is
need to
it's going to
rebuild.
affect the team.
Long term. We need a long-term plan, and I don't know what the hell we need.
Dude,
But it's
I don't know.
IU
I don't know
football.
what more long-term plan you can get than firing your entire coaching staff.
They fired
and-
the entire coaching staff?
Dude, they fired Tom Allen, and that means everybody got fired. The
Well,
only
they keep some people.
So hear me out. I'm cutting the guys. I know who is like the only person that stayed is the offensive line coach. That's the only person that they kept besides the people
Jeez. Holy
the
crap.
training staff.
Well, I mean,
that they
Yeah.
that
This
they
is a
naturally
different
have.
team. Like for the
it'll be
first time,
completely different.
we could say it
Full
without a
rebuild.
quarterback. No.
The coach Signetti went 11-1 last year, and he brought his offensive coordinator and his defensive coordinator with him. His strength coach with him. He brought his whole program here. You know what I mean? There's three guys.
I'm excited for that.
There's
Shit.
3 guys that hit the transfer portal from JMU and already accepted here. One of them was a high school quarterback that committed to JMU and then decommitted and recommitted here. You know, or
Nice. He's bringing
came
over
here.
talent.
Yes, not just that, but Donovan McCulley,
Staying.
he's staying.
Awesome.
Carter
Yeah.
Smith is staying.
We got some dogs.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, I think that we have a few more people that we haven't heard of that might be dropping back out of the transfer portal. You know what I'm
Why you say
saying?
that so zesty, bro?
Because
wasn't
it's like everybody's seeing this shit happen, but it's like,
We're working on making the team viable right
Yes.
now as we speak.
and not just that. I mean, you think about it in the same essence of guys making fake scholarships. How much better does it look when your coach that brought you on gets fired? I have no idea who you are as a new coach, but I'm gonna let you know before I just tell you that I'm staying here. I got I got some people interested.
Yeah, he
Year
has
you
a
guys
program
get-
that has.
Last year, you guys gave me
cohesion.
this. I'm gonna need this year, or this team's gonna give me this.
Didn't Dion do that too? Or who did that recently?
Sorsby rolled out, and I'm not going to disclose how much the man got, but he got a bag
From Cincy?
from Cincy. He got a bag, and not just
He
that.
went to Cincy?
There were two teams. There were two teams that wanted him, and they were both fighting over him. So, and both teams were offering a bag.
We're gonna be good because of the transfer portal. There's
We have to be.
there's no world where we aren't
NIL
a
has
better
to hit.
football team by the next 3 years.
Yeah, we have to because we have more money.
There's
And
just
not-
no world.
And one thing that I'm learning, and we're slowly gonna see happen. These guys leave some of these schools and they have best friends. You know what I'm saying? And then their best friend may have been a dog, and they're not having as much fun as they thought they were going to at that last program they were at. But they hear that their best friend is having hella fun at this new program he went to.
That might be the problem with IU football. People coming and having too much fucking fun.
And I'm not just saying fun, but I'm saying like all around, like just enjoying the program. You know what I'm saying?
I'm just saying, I had too much fun.
He's breathing. I'm the only one that can hear it, but he is breathing into the mic like he's Zion Williamson at a press conference, my boy.
Am I really?
What?
All right, I gotta chill. You gotta cut that out, bro.
I'll just be like,
Good. What's up?
Can you hear it for real? Is it bad?
it was funny. But no, it was
We
like,
gotta get rid of that.
it was like 10
It
seconds.
was 10
of it.
seconds. All right.
It was really funny.
That's fucked up.
I didn't hear anything, bro, actually.
Enough of IU football. We love IU football, and we want a program to be really, really great. And we have the money, we have the resources, we have new coaching staff. I wish those guys the best. They're awesome. Let's win some games. We need to have a crazy ass season. We just need to have a
So then, what do you want to talk about? What's on
talk
your
about
mind?
life. I think honestly, I think
Ooh.
the podcast should have a lot more like just life conversations. Not even like business conversations. Just like different things, different perspectives on what's been going on, not necessarily just in the world, but in our own lives and our paths and what we see with people, faith, anything.
I have a question for you.
Philosophy.
What's like one thing from this past year that you would want to improve on heading into next year?
Ooh. I mean, I think the big thing this year was something that I realized. I don't know if I said this on the podcast before, but I've definitely said it before, I think, to Kane. It's like, just because you have the money for something doesn't mean that you're obligated to get it. And the higher you get in business, you know, and your reputation, the less likely you are to be like just given something because you have the money to do it. Right? So like right now, like I think right now, as we're speaking in terms of business, the connections need to rise up. I need to make more connections at a certain level that I may have not been when I was selling clothes out of my basement in order to maintain, you know, my business and to, you know, on Kirkwood or in a you know, long-term space. I need more big connections. I need to get out there more with like the real players.
You can never have enough of those connections, I feel like. And
Well, sometimes it's not a necessity. When you sell clothes out of your basement, all you need is an Instagram and clothes. You know what I mean? You don't
my
need,
point is it never hurts. Like you saying you may not have capitalized on the connections the way that you wanted to.
Yeah.
And for someone that maybe has all the connections, they're gonna still go out there and say hello to the random person across the street.
Sure.
They keep going because you always want to keep building more and more connections. You just don't know who you're talking to.
I just mean more people who have sway, because like I said, the higher you get in the business stuff, I feel like the less obligated people are to give you things because you have the money to pay for it. It's more about the personal connections and who you know and who you're with and your vision for your life. And
No, I think that's a to not like the complete contrary to what you're saying. I know people that get so many things for free because people know that they have the money to pay for it, and it's not like.
Yeah.
I feel like there's a stature thing, like that's like the sway that you're talking about. You know what I'm saying?
Well, it's more just like getting people off my back. You know what I mean? Like when I need a problem solved, I don't have like representation in the way that like I don't have like a lawyer, and I don't have like people who go out to bat for me. And I'm not saying I need that, but like in certain situations, like
it's great to have.
You really do like need someone to represent you that has a reputation and has like this long standing thing, because like when I try to do that, I can't even like reach people. You know what I mean? Like who am I gonna call? You know what I mean? Like nobody. Like I'm trying to reach out to people personally, and they just see me as like a slimy little kid or something. You know, they see me as a problem. They don't see me as a person who has a reputation and, you know, who has power, or they just see me as a problem. You know what I mean? And
I think that comes with the same thing that we're giving Jack shit about. You know what I mean?
His fit?
The high waters,
My socks.
the New Balance, the Pink Floyd, the Daves. What is it?
I'm 23, huh?
Hot Dan's, Fat Dan.
Dave's Hot Chicken?
No, Fat Dan's.
What is
Yeah,
he
said I'm
saying?
23, but that has nothing to do with you being a slimy kid.
I'm not a slimy kid.
I know, but that's what it sounded like when you tried to represent yourself as I'm 23.
So
Well, I'm saying I'm not gonna put a suit on. I'm not gonna cater to people either.
By
I'm
no
not
means.
gonna be out here as my own man, with
By
my own
no
business
means,
that
but
I've built for 4 years,
there's
and I'm not gonna
certain-
go up and well, what type of clothes does he like? What should I wear?
Now
I'm just
that's
gonna wear my
not-
shit
that's
and
not
represent
the
myself
thing.
as who I am.
because that's what I'm gonna do too.
But
Like,
you have to
respectfully.
understand the people that you're trying the people that you're trying to attract, you know what I'm saying, are attracted to certain things. You know what I'm saying? Now with that being said, I don't know what you guys are over there doing in your heads. But
That
with
sounds
being
like some
said,
Hollywood shit.
There's seven.
That
there's
was tough,
seven.
low-key. I'll
There's
give you
like
that.
7 places that you'll find successful people or millionaires. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like high-level barbershops, libraries, high-level coffee shops.
Brothels.
You know, you're so funny.
I love how he started with high barber.
But that's real shit. Like
no,
there's certain places
Yeah,
where you're
but-
naturally gonna find high-level people.
Yeah.
And
Expensive
essentially
homes.
that's the niche that you're trying to hit whenever you say meeting people to have those connections are just like high level people to be able to make a phone call whenever you are having, you know what I'm saying,
issues or
whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And now you got to understand that that's just a matter of putting yourself in.
But I don't
in
want to
that
play that.
position.
Yeah, I want to put myself in the position, but I also don't want to. I don't want to like feel like I'm not. I don't know. Maybe it's just time. I think time will tell, and time will solve the problem if I continue to do what I do, which is just sell clothes.
Time is a great point.
I have,
you know what I mean?
Time hits,
It
bro.
takes time to meet people
my
and
mentor,
be given the opportunity to meet them.
My mentor is
Everything
somebody
takes time.
that I feel like kind of has like sway. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Somebody that like has helped me out
Reputation.
a lot, has represented me, has like gone to bat for me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, like when I think about how it came into play for him to even be able to go to bat for me, or what he knew of me, to be able to believe in me in the way
And
that he
represent-
did. You know what I'm saying? And it was just time. It was me knowing him for like almost a year, never asking him to like talk, kick it, nothing. Like he came to me and was like, "Yo, I gave you my phone number for a reason. And I'd really like it if you started using it." You know what I'm saying? And I was like,
Yeah, you don't want to bug him.
shit, my bad, dog. I'm like, okay. So like, just that time, understanding like your journey, your path, and like your intention.
Yeah.
Your intention with your momentary living. I didn't open the door for the dude at the gas station and ask him how his day was, because I wanted to know how his day was. I asked him because I saw that he was looking at his fucking shoestrings and he wasn't trying to look me in my eyes as a human as he was walking past.
Yeah.
Like it was way deeper to me to do that, because now I know that I kind of lifted him up and gave him some type of interaction. You know what I'm saying? Like whatever the interaction may have been, it was cool. It was
Time.
something that he may have needed. You know what I'm saying?
I feel that.
I asked him about what he would improve. If there's one thing heading into next year, would you like to answer that question, Mr. Inspiration?
Time management. I'm so like I'm a workhorse. I don't know.
No, you are,
I
yeah.
don't know when to stop. You know what I'm saying? And I literally work myself to death to where it's like I have certain standards for myself that like I'm trying to meet and I want to make. And it's like if I don't meet that standard, I let myself down. You know what I'm saying? And it's like when I let myself down, it's not just me letting myself down. It's me letting everybody that I know loves me down. Everybody that I know is believing in what it is that I'm doing on a day-to-day basis. It's
Depending on you.
depending on me, you know what I mean? And it's like, at the end of the day, I'm one of the most, and a lot of people will tell you this, like, I'm one of the most selfish people that you'll meet. You know what I'm saying? And respectfully, I do that so that my energy is protected for everybody else that I do love. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't try to give too much energy to anybody outside of like what it is that I'm doing in the shop, the people that I live with, like the people that I'm living for. You know what I'm saying? So
well, that's not selfish. That's just selective.
But a lot of people could see it like that. You know, like it's all up to perspective. You know what I'm saying? It's all up to a very fine line. And I just know that I do work really hard, and I don't give some people enough time.
I know what you mean.
You know what I'm saying? Where
priorities,
dude.
Pros and cons, baby.
Oh my goodness. And
every day.
Time management. If I could work on anything, it's managing my time. And I know that I told myself.
What are you doing with the mic,
my mind is going in a million places.
No, you're right.
I love
you're
it.
speaking facts.
No,
what do you need to do better?
No,
dress better.
With a lot of things, but I feel like
Trey is so funny. I think Trey needs to learn to be nicer to people.
Bro, I am nice.
Oh, my bad.
I think
I'm nice, but the way we show people love is by being mean to them.
Yeah.
That's what I learned was an Indiana thing.
Yeah, because Connecticut's are a bunch of fucking pussies.
Time management. I like to say that's kind of what I want to improve on. Just be like the organization of things. And if I can give myself organization on a daily basis to do what I do and stick to a plan and stick to, just grinding every single day, there's nothing that's going to stop me.
I don't want to take away from how hard you work at all, because I know you work hard. But I just want to throw out a fact that I saw on a TikTok or something the other day. If you put 18 minutes a day toward anything, it's like 320-something hours a year.
Yeah.
Huh? 18 minutes?
It's literally just locking in on something.
18 minutes a day is about a third of an hour, right?
But it's 300 years.
It's like 320 hours a year.
Are you stupid? It's like 100 hours.
What are you saying, bro?
Yes.
Okay, then
because it's a third of an hour a day. It's less than a third of an hour a day. So what is a third of 365?
I don't know.
Fucking 121.7?
I want to work on my confidence.
Is that what it is?
You said you're a bad student?
It's not hard. Dude, come on, man. I'm a fucking genius, bro. I'm the best. Fuck out of here, man. That's bull. I'm not a good student, and I'm not a good at math either. I think IQ-wise,
so 100
I'm
hours
really,
a year.
It's around that. It's not close to 300.
That's fine. 100 hours a year. That's even worse. 100 hours a year, and you'll be better than 5% you'll be top 5% of anybody in that category.
I think I might be the top 5% of masturbating this year.
I just
that was such a mantis statement.
No, it was not.
That was such a mantis statement.
All right. Maybe 18 minutes is a little too long anyways.
I think
that's legit.
I feel like I'm very mean to myself, which might be a good thing at times because I put pressure on myself, but I always want to solve everything.
Yeah.
Hey.
Like the next day or like tomorrow, like everything's got to be solved in my life. I got to be this greatness here, this got to be this. Like I just want to be able to live in the moment. So I want to work on that. But organization and time management are kind of connected, and understanding that if you buy into time management, all else follows. Like you're gonna succeed. You're gonna wake up in the morning and feel good because it just takes time management to wake up in the morning and say, all right, I'm gonna get up at 7 a.m. I'm gonna go to the gym. And next thing you know, you're starting your day with a positive mindset instead of waking up at 11. And you're like, damn, what do I want to do today? Eat granola bars, do a podcast, and then, watch the Celtics and go to bed. Like those are the two different types of days that I experience. And I want to focus on only doing that. Wake up early, go to the gym. Bro, I sound like Brad. Sound like kick the sheets. But I just want to focus on, making sure I'm having the best day that I could possibly have every single day.
Listen, it all starts with your fucking thoughts. Everything on a day-to-day basis is your thoughts. It's your choice. Understanding
and
that.
then can you do it?
No.
Thoughts are the first step.
There is no. That's the thing.
There's no try.
There's
do or
no
do not.
can you do it. There's you're thinking it, and then if you want the fucking food, you're gonna go get it.
Yeah.
You know what Yoda said? There is no try. There is only do or do not.
Literally.
And Yoda's way smarter than you. Kane's kind of like Yoda.
You're like Luke Skywalker, and I'm you're like Darth Vader.
Bro, what are you talking
and
about?
I'm like
No.
Luke Skywalker.
No.
You an Obi-Wan Kenobi ass motherfucker. You Jar Jar Binks. This is a Jar Jar Binks ass fit.
You're just thinking of the stupidest
His
character in
knees.
Star Wars.
Look, his knees. Jar Jar.
Y'all making me so insecure, bro.
Me think I have to wear candy stripes everywhere.
But
That'd be you if you were Jar Jar Binks. If you couldn't tell.
do you guys have any goals for the podcast in 2024? Since this is our last episode of 2023.
Is this our last episode of 2023?
Yeah, I think we go into Christmas. You enjoy your time with the families.
Nope.
And, celebrate December 30th, 31st. Have a good time. And then first week of January, we are back in business.
Back at it.
We're going to get to rolling. And I
Yeah.
think first and foremost, obviously, the biggest goal for us is sponsorships going into the next season. I think we have something beautiful to deliver, beautiful to show.
Yeah.
And I think something that we can...
Some high quality shit. Some great shit. Some legendary shit. Not even joking. I think we could possibly make... I don't know. I don't want to toot my own horn. But I think I've possibly made some of the most engaging and entertaining advertisement in Bloomington the past 3 years.
Yeah.
And I think with production and with, I don't know, just at least how I feel about my experience in advertising and social media promotional stuff, especially just with videos and energy and comedy, I think we could make some absolutely fucking bonkers shit.
Well, especially I think where our minds are at creatively, thinking of where we could go.
And having the freedom to do so too, having people come to us and want something like that rather than just going like this. Thanks guys for sponsoring the podcast. We love it. The product's great. Like how many podcasts have that? Like these guys couldn't fucking stand up and do jumping jacks and do it, or
pizza,
or anything. Like the amount of like shitty like bullcrap advertisements, especially with like sponsorships, it's incredible. It's incredible people even get paid for the type of shit that they do.
we want to feel like everyone's valued.
We gonna bust the whole city's ass. Just keep doing it. And just keep doing it.
And I think being able to engage more. I think we did a lot of good when it comes to being able to interact online. But I want to do a lot more things through our Instagram and stuff where
Like
we
in
take
person?
the time together to be in person places.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Kind of throw it
Let's
up
go on
like,
some
yo,
trips.
we're taking this shit places. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And we'll be sitting on the side of the road later tonight at such and such. You know what I'm saying? Just talking to people.
Sitting on the side of the road.
Like we'll go out during Little Five. You know what I'm saying? One of the nights, instead of going to the bars or anything, we'll sit outside of the bars.
And
We'll do
talk
a
to people, set up a
Like
table.
And
That'd be
have
crazy.
people pull up.
Yeah, but like something like that would be nuts.
Yeah, that would be
That'd be
awesome.
tough.
We could do that. Man on the street stuff is probably something that we should look into doing.
Yeah.
Man on the street stuff is brilliant stuff.
Yeah.
And it's here. You can.
Oh my God. There's
There's
so many people that are hammered.
There's so much creativity that we can create. Pause.
Yeah,
What?
that's a good
How
point,
does
bro.
that even make sense?
Wow.
There's so many creative things that we can imagine and
There
then
we
bring
go.
to life.
Do. Yeah, and all it takes, you know what it takes?
That's what I was trying.
You know what it takes?
Creativity is created. What? What did I say?
All right. You know what it takes to do something like that?
Three
Balls.
wild boys.
Yeah, and I feel like we got
Balls.
6 of them.
No.
Cut that out.
I don't know, maybe. It just takes balls. Bro,
Yeah,
people get
I think we got 8 to 10 of them.
8 to 10 balls. I got eyeballs.
Oh, I forgot about those.
All right. Well, what I'm saying is I think we're at a really great place right now with where we're at.
Yes.
And just with the possibilities. And we're just gonna capitalize and just
Endless.
keep hitting them with undeniable shit. Because if you do that, bro, your time's gonna come. The time's gonna come where this is the biggest podcast in Bloomington. Because all we're gonna do is just keep hitting them with shit and keep trying new things and doing things that people aren't willing to do. You know what I mean? Even sitting down in front of a fucking camera. You know what I mean? Like I'm not saying, oh wow, we're fucking awesome, but like, how many people do this?
No,
you know what I
and,
mean?
and how many people talk about it and don't do it?
Yeah.
I've experienced it. I've had conversations with people that say it, bro.
That's what we want everyone to do. That's why in-person stuff is so important too, and just connecting with the community is we want everybody to have their own thing so we can create a community, you know what I mean, of just people who all feed into their own shit. Like, bro, think about if we knew 100 entrepreneurs in Bloomington.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And they're all young and they're all going after their shit. Bro, we could create
An empire.
We could.
A Hoosier empire.
No, seriously though, like if we can create a community like that, that's
Faded.
craziness. That's like
Say it
really
again.
powerful shit, man.
Faded empire.
Faded empire.
Dun, dun, dun.
As long as it's not the Jack Cote empire. Well, maybe how about this? We get every single person that doesn't like Jack Cote, and then we create a community with those people.
Damn, that's
And then we go to New York and beat you
And
and
duct
be
tape
mean
me.
and attack Jason Tatum.
He's not in New York, but
Not in New York? He's close.
he's in Boston.
It's fine.
I think life needs to spread more love.
Nope. We love love, and I'm just joking around, guys. I wouldn't hurt a fly. Unless that fly's name was Barber Kaine. Because I got a bone to pick with Barber Kaine. He picked me up and slammed me when I had an injury. And actually re-injured my whole thing.
Oh yeah, it's been.
I had to go to the hospital.
Bro, Aaron Rodgers is gonna come back sooner than you
Is he
with
really?
your sprained
Listen,
ankle.
No, my shit is
He tore
cool,
his
bro. My
fucking
shit is cool.
Achilles.
My
bro.
why
injury-
did you make me
injury-
sound like a bully?
Injury update, bro? Because you are a bully, bro.
No.
Can you do jumping jacks?
Hey, we're gonna play the video back right here in this moment when he's jumping around. We're not gonna play him jumping. We're gonna play the video
Gonna play him.
of you coming at me
Pause.
and me having to defend myself.
And then it goes like, yeah, I was on it. What happened? So, why? 2019 had it. Make sure you pinch each other's thighs a little more.
All right, bro. You muscle ball ass motherfucker. Drop a beat, bro. Come on.
I said one,
Oh my
two,
goodness.
1, 2, 3.
I'm at the barbershop with my boy Kane. I pulled up with the new blang blang. I told Kane to sang, and then he sang with his wang-a-lang, dang-a-lang, Wu-Tang, New York slang. Oh!
That's gonna do it
Yeah!
for season 1.
It's
episode
over, baby.
10. We will be back
Give me
in
some slack.
2024.
Give me some slack. Let's fucking go.
See you guys soon.
Thank you. Subscribe. Click the notifications and love all. Peace.